Yo, I'm back. It's Rooski the God, man. Hey, thanks to all my subscribers for subscribing, man. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Yo, this video is gonna be about whether or not becoming a stylist or a barber is for you. So I got a few pros and a few cons to being a barber or a stylist, and hopefully by the end of this video you could make your decision on whether or not you want to be a barber or a stylist. One of the biggest pros to being a barber or a stylist is freedom. You have freedom to create your own schedule. You got freedom to create your price, freedom of expression, meaning the clothes you wear to work. It's a lot of freedoms in this game, man, and that's a beautiful thing. I don't know how my life would be if I couldn't just kind of move and manipulate my schedule, because I'm a free spirit and I kind of move on the whim. So that's huge for me. We get paid every day. You get paid every day unless you working for a chain type salon where you get paid a check or something like that. But even then, you getting tipped every day. So versus the regular job where you get a check once a week or every 2 weeks or once a month, that's a major pro. There are no financial limitations to how much money you could physically make. So by you going into business for yourself, being a barber or a stylist, you can make $1 million bucks. Literally, it's millionaire barbers and stylists. Not exaggerating. Yes, they did more than just cut hair, but initially they started off as barbers and stylists and built their way to become millionaires. So there's no cap on how much money you can make. Major pro. You have more pride in your work, to me, in my opinion, as a barber or a stylist, because this is something I'm creating. This is my work. This is something I'm putting out for the world to see, versus somebody giving me instructions and telling me to complete a task that is absolutely meaningless to me. You're gonna have way more pride in the work you do for people as a barber or a stylist than the work you do behind the counter of a fast food restaurant. It's more pride because this work is something I'm passionate about. It's something that's coming from the heart. It's not something that I've been trained to do the same thing over and over and over again. It's completely different. Another big pro is you build a huge connection with the community. The people in your neighborhood where your shop is begin to know you, and you become a part of that community because you service the people of the community. So that's kind of dope. Versus, yeah, I mean, like if you work at a store or something, at a restaurant, you might begin to know some of the people in the community, but the conversations that you have with your clients as a stylist or a barber is way more personable than the conversation you have with the cashier or the guy that works at the restaurant or any of those people. Your barber or your stylist is kind of like your friend. It's like your therapist. So we are connected. We plugged in the community. Major plus. And that kind of ties into another pro, which is helping people. We make people look good. We make people feel good about themselves. We give them confidence and swagger. So all those things make me feel good because I'm adding value to you. So I feel like I have a purpose. You know, I'm not just cutting hair off people's head. I'm not just, you know what I'm saying? My job has value to your life. So that's dope to me. Now, for some of the negatives. The funny thing is, a lot of the negatives about being a barber and a stylist are actually some of the positives. So peep this. The freedom of being a barber is actually a negative for a lot of people who require structure. So if you coming from a 9-to-5 background and you transitioning into being a barber, and you kind of require somebody to be on you to complete tasks and goals, you are going to struggle as a barber or a stylist, because it's nobody making you do anything. Every client that you get, if it's not a walk-in to the shop that you work at, you had to get in your car, drive to a store, take out a business card, and strike up a conversation with that person. If you don't have the guts, the gusto to do that, you are going to fail as a barber and a stylist. I can tell you that right now. Because this is a people business, and if you don't know how to take initiative and know how to market yourself and post things on Instagram and Facebook and create a YouTube page and brand yourself so that people know you and see you, nobody's gonna know that you cut hair, you style hair. So that's a major con of being a barber or a stylist, because everybody isn't meant to run their own business, and that's what being a barber or a stylist is. You are literally running your own business. So that's that. That kind of ties into there being no guarantee. This is your own company you started, so there's no guarantee that you could get one client. It's nobody's promising you anything. So there's a saying that says, with high risk is high reward. So one of the pros I just told you was there's no financial ceiling. But since with there being no financial ceiling, is because we take the risk of us not making anything at all. So it's two ends of the spectrum. You could be flat broke, or you could be filthy rich. So it goes both ways. So that's a major con. There's no guarantee that you're going to be successful or that you're going to make it. Everything my mentor told me, when I was 18, my mentor told me that this game is fair. Everything you put in, you get out. So I'm not saying that every card you pass out is going to become a client, but I'm saying the energy, all the energy that you put in to being successful reciprocates itself to you in different forms. So that might be you getting better skill-wise. That might mean your clientele grows. That might mean you gain more recognition brand-wise. It's all different type of rewards with you putting in the work to level up in this game. But a con for some people is that you have to put in the work, and a lot of people in today's world want things given to them that they didn't work for. So I'm just here to be honest with you. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen if you don't put the work in, baby. Another major con is that since this is a people-driven business, there's gonna be some difficult people you deal with. And for some people, that might break them. Like, it's gonna be people that test your character, that try to get you out of your character, that are gonna be that are gonna test you, just pretty much flat out. Like, somebody might have a personal issue going on with them, and they don't have anybody to release, so they decided to release on their barber or their stylist that day. And you have to remain professional because you at work and you running the business, when in actuality you want to cuss this person out because they just disrespected you, but you can't, or you shouldn't. Don't get me wrong, it's a professional way to check somebody, and I could check somebody in a split second and not step out of my character, but you have to develop that. But you're gonna deal with some people who gonna test your nerves, and that's just part of the game. Dealing with over picky clients, dealing with over cheap clients, dealing with rude, disrespectful clients, all that's a factor, man. And one of the last cons, just so I don't make this video too long, is labor. Is major labor in this game. We stand on our feet sometimes 12, 13 hours in a day, and for some people that could be kind of trying. So I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into, getting into this game, before you leap head first and you pay for tuition to go to a school and you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. But I don't want to end this video without letting you guys know my experience as a barber. I've been a barber for, it'll be 10 years professionally next year. And I would not want to do anything else in the world. I probably should have started the video saying that, but I don't want to give you my opinion. I want you to make your own choice. But in my opinion, man, the freedom and the opportunity that this industry offers is just unparalleled. It's just like dope as shit, bro. And I really suggest it to any young hustlers. Like, if you get money in the street right now, legally, illegally, however you getting it, bro, you could probably get money as a barber or a stylist because you know how to market. You know how to take a product and flip it. So I feel like a successful barber is just a successful hustler. We just harnessed the product. We created a product, which is our haircut and our hairstyles, and we marketed it successfully. And we doing this taking care of our families, man. We doing this fly, swagged out, having fun doing it. We one of the most, I feel like we one of the coolest industries to work in, man. You're gonna have fun in this industry. You're a trendsetter. You'll probably be an influencer in your circle of people because your network as a stylist or a barber is huge. You know everybody. So it's just, it's definitely changed my life, man. And I advise you to, if you keen to entrepreneurship, you're not afraid of taking a risk and working for yours, and you're a hard worker, then barbering or being a stylist is definitely for you. I don't want to make this too long. If I left out anything, if you got any questions, please comment, DM me. It's Ruski the God. Like, comment, share. Peace.